Good morning, everybody. Peter Lorenzo here. Monday morning market review with Keller Williams Metropolitan and the Crawford Lorenzo home selling team. It is, oh my gosh, it's the first Tuesday of the year. We did one last week, but January 6th, 11 a.m., Monday morning market review. Look forward to people coming on this morning. And if you can't watch it this morning at 11, save it till later and you can see it later. So happy to making sure that they don't bother us. So let's just take a look. Michael Rahm. I wish I was fishing with you, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Everybody knows every Monday morning at 11, I take time out and I look at, along the trail line, we'll look at Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains. And then we'll look at Madison, we'll look at Chatham, and we'll look at Florham Park. Two very distinct areas along the train line, about 5-6 miles from each other. We will take a look at what is coming soon. We'll take a look at what's available. We'll also take a look at what's under contract and what's sold. And as we did in 2024, every week we'll look at the days on the market. We'll look at the prices that are sold, what they're trading for. Are they trading for asking? A couple of percentage points over. And then we're going to take in consideration this year what's going to happen with the interest rates in 2025. Everybody's wondering what 2025 is going to be like with the numbers. And I have to tell you, from what I've seen so far, I have not stopped working through the holidays. You can ask my wife, Kathleen. She took off last week to be with her brother, Greg, and Kristen were in town, the kids were in town. And I was either showing houses, I was putting offers in, or I was going on listing appointments. So I will find some time to relax this month, but I take it when it comes, as we do in real estate. Let me just get my numbers set up here and take a look and see what we have. We're going to look at first we're going to look at Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains. I always look at 4 to 5 bedrooms, and then we're going to look at 3+ baths. I'll look at coming soon, available, under contract, and sold. Let's see if there's any wow factors here. First wow factor is just coming into 2025, how many transactions we actually have. So let me get my CMA up so we can take a look at this. We've got, for Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains, how many available right now? We've only got 6 available. So I went on a listing appointment on Sunday and people were asking me what's driving the prices up. What's driving the prices up right now is the lack of available homes. I do think as we get out of this week, moving into next week, the week after, January and February, we're gonna see the number of prices go up. But right now in Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains, let me just make sure if this is correct. It looks a little off to me. So I'm gonna reboot my database again and just take a look at Morris County. Here we go. Because the numbers were too low. Morris Township, Morristown, Morris Plains, available, under contracts, sold. And again, I'd like to look at bedrooms. I'd like to look at 4 to 5. And bathrooms, we'll do 2+ baths. And take a look at that. That's a better number. So we're at 187. There must have just been a little bit of a glitch. So let's take a look at 187. 4 to 5 beds, 2+ baths, and now we'll get into, there's 187 records, so that's different than the 77 that were coming through. All right, first data coming into 2025. Here's a big wow factor right here. Again, we've got average price point in Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains, 1.06. Days on the market, 71, but we've got 2 that have been on, one for 226 days, one for 244 days. One's at 800, one's at 935. If I pull those out, we're probably about 55, 56 days on the market. But we've got 14 available. Now last week, there are 2 that went into attorney review in Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains. These 2 went into attorney review in Morristown. But still, the average price point, again, 4 years ago, the average price point was $730. And I just did a comp on somebody's house. They bought it 5 years ago for about $650. That house is probably worth $1 million right now. So right now we're seeing the list price in Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains, 1.06. If you grew up here, you know the area, that's a big wow factor. 14 available, 2 in attorney review, leaving 12 available. Under contracts, this is what I like to see. Available this much, under contracts this much. The under contract price, we have 13 under contract, and the under contract price is $873. 60 days on the market for under contracts. That means that time period for things to sell took a little bit longer. Once we got into the second week of December, that's about 14, 15, 16 days. That's gonna push that time period out a little bit. So I think that's gonna come back in, starting with sales in January. The number of solds, tremendous number of solds. This is a big wow factor too. The average price point in Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains was $985. And the average sold price, they traded up at 1040. So that's 5%. We were tracking the majority of 2022 at 4%. We're ending the year at 5%, or we're starting 2025 at 5%. So that's big. So my wow factors for Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains, average price point still high. Things are moving. And they're also selling at 5% above asking overall. To have that average price point $1 million in our area, that still promotes or reinforces the luxury market is still extremely strong. Let's take a look at our Madison Chatham. We'll look at the borough and the township. We'll look at Madison, and we'll look at Florham Park. We're coming out of 2024 at 7% above asking. Let's see where we are now. Big wow factor there, just the amount of records that are actually selling. 249 records from coming soon available under contract sold. I do see a couple of coming soons right now this early in the week. That again, one for 1.59 and one for 1.2. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep saying it, reinforcing it. Luxury market has been strong and remains going strong into 2025. Let's view our CMAs. Let's get this data tightened up a little bit so we can take a look at it. Wow factor. Wow factor here. Again, inventory low, definitely the time of year, but we've got 2 coming soons and we've got 8 available. That's 6 available in Madison, Chatham, Florham Park. Average price point, I expect this to be higher than Morristown, Morris Township, Morris Plains is 1.338. Days on the market's 56. I've got one on there at 171 and one on there at 115. If I pull those out, we're probably around the 40, 45 day time period. Probably about 40. So again, I think those homes, I'll take a look at those homes that have been on for quite some time. This one for 171 is 1469. It's also contemporary. They probably want to start bringing that price back. The other one is a split at 850. Again, that's been on for quite some time. We don't know what's going on with that house, but they're probably going to bring that price back. Overall, if we're on 40 days right now, that's fair, especially with the holidays just passing. But only 6 available. We want that inventory to increase, but prices are going to go up because of that. We've got under contracts 18, and the average asking price, I expect this too, 1.52. Average days on the market for under contract was 30. Let's just look at solds, where we're sitting with that. We're at 6%. Average asking is 1.352. Average sold price is 1.438, 6%. Average days on the market, 24. So are you gonna get back to that 24, 30 days on the market? I think so. Let's take a look and see what happens this week. For sellers out there, everybody will always ask me, what is the best time to sell? I have taken weight out of my vocabulary in real estate. Since I've been doing real estate going on my 12th year now, can't believe that. In a market where there's limited inventory, I always tell my sellers, the most serious buyers, if they're going outside in the snow when it's 30 degrees, they are serious buyers. They're the ones that you want to talk to. They're the ones that you talk to when there's 100 people out there. But the 2 or 3 that are looking in the winter, they need a home, they're looking, they're probably gonna buy. So as long as the inventory's down, it's a great time to sell. For buyers out there, I know it's limited inventory right now. Take a look at the homes that have been in, I've been saying this for quite some time, either attorney review a little bit longer, under contract too long, have your agents look, ask questions. Is that deal staying together or not? You're gonna find some golden nuggets within things that don't stay together and get in those homes. But I do think you're gonna see the inventory go up a little bit. It'll be interesting to see. My key factor I'm looking at in 2025 are those rates. If those rates come down a little bit, you're going to see the number of homes for sale go up a little bit and people taking advantage of that. Because perception, the buyers are out there. We've got a backload of buyers, but the perception out in the market, media-wise, will be interest rates went down, more buyers are going to come in, so you're going to see more homes go on the market, and we'll balance some things out. Will the prices go up a little bit? I don't know if they're going to go up, a little bit. I think those new buyers coming in, the buyers that have been out there looking for a month or two, they know what's going on in the market. They've probably put some offers in. They've probably gotten trained to where they need to be for their offers. So those new buyers come in, may have a little bit of sticker shock. I don't know if that's going to affect the prices going up. But let's see how those rates come in. I wish everybody a happy new year going into 2025. If you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest, please contact me, 973-255-9337. I'm happy to answer any questions about real estate. I'm happy to look at anything. If you're not in the state of New Jersey, like I said, I've got 10 people around me all the time. I've got business associates, in every state, and I've got global connections across the world. So if you're looking to buy, sell, rent, or invest anywhere, please contact Peter Lorenzo with the Crawford Lorenzo Home Selling Team, Keller Williams Metropolitan. Make it a great, successful, wealthy, healthy 2025.